This is Anderson Penn's podcast, episode 26 for Sunday, November 18th, 2012. This is Brian.
This is Lisa.
This is the Anderson Penn's Radio Network. Welcome.
I know, now you wait for me to make some wise-ass comment.
Last week I just breezed right through it.
All right, so let me try that again. Welcome. Woo, number 26, half a year. Awesome. There, is that better?
That's much better.
Mike, don't spit your coffee out when you hear that.
So about a month ago, I purchased something for Lisa for our anniversary. And it finally showed up.
What, 3 weeks late?
Yeah, well,
Two and a half.
Actually, I wasn't 3 weeks late. I was 49 weeks early
For next year? That
for
means
next year.
I got ripped off for this year, and by the time next year rolls around, I'm going to have forgotten?
Well, actually, when I originally bought it, the original idea was that it would be a Christmas present. So I have since found a better Christmas present.
Ooh, why don't you tell me about that?
I can't.
Sarge, ship it fast. All
right. Anyway, having crossed the pond, as they say, and with special help from our good friend Stephen Brown.
Thank you, Stephen.
We managed to procure 2 bottles of the much beloved Akkerman ink. Shocking Blue number 5 and I'm going to totally butcher this, Grown Marked Smaragd number 26.
Yeah, that was good. Was
that pretty good? Is that close?
Yeah, not bad, yeah. Brian and I are admittedly mushy romantics, and we're good with that. We celebrate the anniversary of when we started dating, in addition to our wedding anniversary. They also happen to be exactly 6 months apart, which is really perfect timing for gift exchange. My gift from Brian didn't arrive, so he felt really bad when we went out to dinner to celebrate, and he got a pen, and I had dinner, but I knew that it was coming.
It was a good dinner, though.
Oh, it was yummy. It was yummy.
No, I told Lisa, I said, okay, I had it shipped to the P.O. box, so and I knew the box was going to be big, and I said, if you see a key in the P.O. box, then just don't get it and let me know and I'll get the package. Well,
but we get packages all the time.
We do, and then one day she sends me a text at work. She goes, "Why are we getting a package from Stephen Brown?" I said, "No, it's just a pen repair. Don't worry about it."
In a huge box.
Yeah.
So.
What I found interesting, Stephen told me this, that the ink names of the Akkerman inks, they all have something to do with the city of The Hague, which is the city where one of the branches of Akkerman is located, and apparently only one of the Akkerman locations actually carries the ink. Shocking Blue is a bit of an exception, but the Grown Marked means green market, which is the name of a market in The Hague, and Smaragd, however you pronounce that, means emerald, which is just simply the color. So.
Well, the colors are gorgeous, and the bottles, if you've never seen them, are just really cool. They're big.
Yeah.
And a really cool shape, fun label. But there's you can't see it, but there's a big, what would you call it? It's a glass ball.
Mm-hmm.
So that you tip it, and the ink all comes down, and then the ball catches right here at the neck so that you can fill the pen. Otherwise, as you can imagine, you'd have to have a super long pen to reach down in there. But they're just really cool. And the green is beautiful. The blue, I can't wait to use. I'm going to fill some pens with that today. Is just gorgeous.
These are about, 120 milliliter bottles are huge.
These are big-ass bottles. Doesn't say.
There goes our PG rating.
Oops, sorry. Big. They're very big. But anyway, so I was excited, and I pretty much had figured it out once I realized that this is probably the box that is as big as Brian said it would be, from overseas. And we had kind of a joke about a Christmas present last year involving Ackerman ink. So I figured that this might be it.
Well, last year, actually in Columbus, there was somebody who had some, and I went and talked to him because I heard he had it, and he said, "Well, no, I'm out, but I have some. I have some back at home. I might have 1 or 2 bottles left, and they're blue." And I said, "That's perfect, great, nice color." Well, I emailed him back, and he said, "Well, I don't have blue left. All I have is brown," which is, I said, "Fine, that's fine. I'll take it. Anything's better than nothing." So at least we got the blue. But what was funny is Lisa didn't notice this, but on the side of the box, there's the customs declaration form, and it clearly says ink. And then on the bottom, the box was shipped exactly in the same box that Akkerman shipped the bottles to Stephen in, and it clearly says Akkerman ink. I mean, he could have reused the box, I guess. But
I did notice.
Oh, you did notice.
It's just, trying to be.
I'm not as sly as I thought I was.
You are totally sly. Absolutely.
All right.
So, moving on.
Moving right along. We had an update on the pen room.
Yes.
Which is good. As some of you know, we've been moving along with that, and we're a few bookshelves shy of completing the room. But Carpenter Joe came by. He took some additional measurements, clarified a few details, like how many shelves we wanted for the last, I guess there's 6 sets of bookcases.
6 more, yep.
We love Joe. He's fast. He does good work. He's not overly expensive. Really listens to what we want to accomplish. So,
yep. We have a huge, long countertop, a big, long shelf. It's 13 and a half feet long. And we kept it. That was I think the only thing we kept after we did the demo in the basement. It's a single piece of wood. It's gorgeous. And we wanted that as a countertop. And so we're going to have 4 bookcases underneath that. And originally, we thought we wanted like 2 shelves for those 4 bookcases. But he quizzed me a little bit, and he told me he thought we would want more than that. So they'll all be adjustable, but he was right, because he got out the measuring tape and we played around with it and talked about what we plan to put there. And one of the reasons we love him is because he really does pay attention to what we want to do. And we count on him not just for his carpentry experience, but for the planning part of it as well. So.
Yeah, and I guess he took some pictures.
Yeah.
Take some more once he gets his shelves filled in. But he likes to use us to add to his professional portfolio. Yeah. So he's done a lot of work in the house.
The house that Joe built. Sometimes
it is the house that Joe built. Yeah.
Yep.
So hopefully next weekend we'll have some pictures and updates on that. So that'll be fun. And then all we need to do is start decorating, putting up. We've got some posters.
Yep.
A couple things we want to hang up. So that'll be coming soon.
Some fun stuff to put on the walls.
Yeah. Then we can have Appleton Pen Club meeting.
Awesome.
Let's do some Esterbrook 101.
Ooh, it's been a while.
It has. And this one is this topic. It comes up all the time, and it came up actually this week. And I thought, well, let's try to clarify this. Early Esterbrook pens, pretty much up to about mid 1940s, all carry the R. Esterbrook imprint, whereas later pens carry they just say Esterbrook and then the trademark symbol, or it's rights reserve or registered trademark symbol. But the early pens with the R. Esterbrook imprint have this mysterious lettering after Esterbrook, which is oftentimes misidentified as reading R. Esterbrook Ho, H-O.
What? This is family friendly,
So, we often get questions of, what does Ho mean? What is it there for? Is it the model number? Because there was an Esterbrook Model H. But the answer is quite simple. And when you think about it, and then you look at the imprint again, you go, the light bulb goes on. You go, aha. Ho is actually the way Esterbrook decided to write their script. It's and company. It's a plus sign, CO, period. But just the way they did it, the plus flows into the C, and that's what it is. So it looks like an H. So next time you see it, you know there is no ho in Esterbrook, only co. That was bad.
There's a bad joke in there somewhere.
Bad joke in there anyway. So that's a real quick Esterbrook 101 for the week.
And don't be fooled by sellers on eBay who make it sound like it's the special imprint. No, it's not. I hate that. It's like, the poor newbies just get taken all the time. Rare color, rare imprint. No, standard imprint.
We had a poll question this week.
I was surprised by the responses.
I was surprised by the lack of responses, but I think it was probably due to Columbus.
Yes.
Columbus show this last weekend. Do you match your ink color to the color of your pen? What do you think did you see what the results are?
Yes.
You did? Okay, so you know what it is. The number one answer, and incredibly vague sometimes, 66%. Coming up in second place, yes, 18%.
So 18% of the people who responded only match the color to their pen. Now, if you have black pens, I guess that's pretty boring, but I found that to be interesting.
Yeah.
So.
No, and complementary colors each picked up 8% of the vote.
Okay.
So, interesting. We're going to do another poll question this week, just for fun, as they all are, of course. Let's see what your preferred nib width is. Of course, extra fine, medium, broad, stub, and other. If you have some kind of funky cursive, italic,
Pendleton point,
something
kind of thing.
Yep.
I want a Pendleton point sometime.
We have a pen that was worked on by Pendleton. Does that count?
No, I want an actual Pendleton point nib so that I can have one. We see him all the time, but he's always busy. Well, and I don't know which one I would want to have.
He worked on that relief for us, that relief 2L that we have.
Yeah, and he did a beautiful job.
It's a sweet writing pen. I don't know why we still have it, but...
I think you hide it so that nobody will buy it so that you can use it. I think that's it.
Maybe I should swap that one out with the one that's in my collection.
Oh.
That's what I should do.
All right, so do you know how you're going to vote on the new poll?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if anybody listening doesn't know what my answer is, then they need to...
meet you at a pen show and try out all your pens?
Just try out all my pens because they're all... I guess I'm a middle of a road guy. Medium is probably where I'm going to vote. Although I do like stubs.
So you're not sure?
I guess as long as I have a job, medium seems to be the easiest to work with. If I had a 1.1 millimeter stub that I used every day, it would be kind of cumbersome. But
cumbersome. All right, good to know. I am a fine nib.
You are fine.
Aw, honey, that's so sweet. I like fine nib, and if you see us at shows and you're looking to try pretty much any of our pens, Brian will hand you a medium, I'll hand you a fine.
No, I don't mind the fine, but...
All right, well...
I just like to see a bigger path of ink on the paper. But.
All right, well, let's see what our listeners have to say.
Okay.
All right.
Let's take a look at what's modern, what's new on the website. I think we got a couple things this week. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah. We're excited. Bunch of new stuff, either already here or on the way. JB's Pen Flush is finally on. It's cute. I'm just going to sneak it up there. We'd been planning to carry this for a while, but it always seemed to get pushed back by something else, often TWSBI.
Yes, often TWSBI.
And we'd been in touch with Jim Bear a couple times, spoken to him at another show, and I hate to sound lame or indecisive, but we'll do it soon. We'll do it soon. Well, we saw him in Columbus. Actually,
I think we ran into him in the restaurant.
Yeah. He was sitting alone at a table, and I just kind of scooched over and jumped into a seat. I think it was Saturday, in fact, and asked him if he brought it with him. And of course he had, and just told him that whatever he had left at the end of the show, we would take off his hands. So I thought that would be perfect. This way we get the product. We don't have to pay shipping. And he doesn't have to bring home whatever is left over at the end of the show.
Yeah. So now keep in mind, at the end of the show, it's always nice that, we've sold a few things, so we have less boxes and it's easier to pack. So Jim comes huffing up to the table, and I am not exaggerating. He's huffing and puffing. He's got this huge box.
Yeah, heavy.
And he drops it down, and I look at it, I'm like, what is this? It's 50 bottles of pen flush. I'm thinking, okay, we said we take it, we'll.
I didn't know it was going to be that much.
So we're like, bottles. Awesome, perfect. He goes, I'll be right back. I got another box. And then he comes over with the box of these bad boys, which are 16 ounce versus the 4 ounce on the other ones.
That's huge.
Yeah. And oh, well, glad to help you out, because now I don't know how we're going to pack this stuff in the car. But
yeah, all that empty space just got filled.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting that many bottles. But
I wasn't either. But you know what? Now we have it. And we're good. But
we opened ourselves up for that one. Yeah, just give us whatever you got left.
Whatever. We'll take it all.
So, anyway, there is that. And actually, I have a bottle on my desk that I've been using.
Cool stuff.
I have it here. And I've got a little string hanging out because I've actually got a part sitting in it right now that I'm trying to clean up. But very popular stuff. Yeah. And
It'll be good. I don't regret taking them all.
No.
It was just, he was telling us how well they sell, and I had no idea how much he had brought with him. So when I just said, we'll take whatever, but this way we don't have to buy any next month, and we didn't have to pay for shipping. And luckily we had the space, and they're very well packed.
Oh yeah.
So it was fine. It was just like, what on earth is this?
Another product we got in Columbus that I've been waiting for a while, since we found out. Schaefer has gone into a partnership with, of all people, Ferrari, to produce a line of pens that are, most of them are in the traditional classic Ferrari red. They do have one line that's in black, but when people think of Ferrari, they think of Ferrari red. And so they have a number of pens in this series that are now in this color, and they have the Ferrari logo on them. So we picked up,
yay, a Ferrari.
This is about the only Ferrari I'm ever going to be able to afford.
I'll buy you one for Christmas.
Now, and actually, it was funny. You buy me a Ferrari for Christmas?
Yeah, the pen.
I'll take the 300.
The pen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I was talking with Dick Crane, and he said that Schaefer and Ferrari went back and forth a number of times simply on the design of the box. Now they come with they're officially licensed. They even got a little sticker on the bottom here that's officially licensed product, but they come in a nice red box. And then you open it up, and
ta-da!
This one here happens to be the Schaefer 100, which is a great pen to begin with, but now it's got on the cap, it has tastefully the Ferrari logo.
Very cool.
And on the cap band, in fact, I didn't notice this until this morning. Very tastefully written is the Ferrari on the cap band. But in other words, all intents and purposes, it's a Schaefer 100.
Just in a really cool color.
Really cool color, yeah. So they make them in the 100, the 300, I believe the 500 ballpoint.
I'll buy you a ballpoint.
A 300, a 100. So anyway, it's kind of cool, and we got those in. So probably order some more because they didn't have everything with them. But so
you've been waiting for those almost as eagerly as you waited for your Delta Fusion.
This guy right here?
The one that, like, you sleep with or something. I don't know. It's with you all the time. I know you love that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Let's see, other things either up or coming soon. More noodlers. Sending another order off actually probably today. There are some new Ahab pens for those of you who like the Ahabs. Definitely more ink. Some of the other fancier formulations, restocking of some of the stuff that we're out of, the usual. But some of the newer ones, the Qternity and the 54th Massachusetts, are selling well, and the Rome Burning, so we'll be restocking for the holidays.
Awesome.
Same thing with Diamine, ordering more of that. There are, 100 or just a little bit
94,
over 100.
97 colors? Is it more than 100?
I think it's over 100 now. So we're slowly getting all of those. It's a lot of ink, especially when you do multiple bottles of each color. So.
That's the understatement of the century.
I know. Why do you think we need Joe to bring more shelves? But more of those will be coming in. They usually ship pretty quickly. So those will be here in about a week. I'm hoping the holiday may mess up some shipping, but soon. And the colors are gorgeous. Our daughter Lindsay helps us with the ink swabs, and she's always dreaming of spending all of her money. Oh, I want this one and I want this one. The colors are really bright and intense. So if you're looking for an alternative to a Noodler's, you get a fancier bottle.
It's a little more stable. It's a wider base.
Yep.
So
I have a problem with Noodler's inks only in that the bottle is tall and skinny. I'm really a klutz, and I tend to knock them over. But the Diamine bottle is really pretty.
Yeah, I like that oxblood. I think I may have to try that out.
Okay.
We also have received word this week, Scribal Workshop, which is new to us. They're going to be shipping a couple of new colors of ink soon, hopefully before December 1st. We've been pleased with this line so far, so we're excited to expand our offering. I think there's half a dozen new colors, I think, that are coming out. So
2 more of the regular
Cryptid
line, and then I think 5 different colors of washable ink.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Nice, a good value. Ounce per dollar on those guys. I mean, $8 for a huge bottle is a pretty good deal.
And very full. They've done a nice job, and pretty colors.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of ink coming in, and don't forget we've got a running promotion until the 21st, which is coming up this week, I guess. For ink samples, buy any 2 bottles of ink, any brand, any size, get an ink sample for free. Just put the brand and color in the notes section, and we'll throw it in when we ship your order.
Awesome.
And of course, let's not forget our contest for just before the winter holidays. And before I get into this, I just have to show one of the entries.
Can you show that?
I think I can show it.
Okay.
One of the entries we received this week. We love it when you guys send this stuff in. So. And right away when we announced this, our good friend Mike Byler says, I have just the card. And the requirement for the contest is that the entries must be on a winter or holiday themed card.
Winter holiday.
Or winter holiday, yeah. So I get this card from Mike, and the guy's wearing boxers with... I guess that's holly on it.
As long as it's not mistletoe, we're good.
Yeah, and it says, "I had to dig deep to get your Christmas gift," and it's a money card, which is hilarious. And then there's a little spot that says "Place gift here," and then there's a dollar sign, and he writes "Sorry."
Children.
Yeah. So from now until Saturday, December 15th. We're going to be accepting entries for a holiday giveaway to be drawn on our podcast, which will be held Sunday, December 16th. So get those in. And we're going to be giving away...
Well, first of all, it doesn't have to be bordering on obscene or pornographic like the one Brian just showed you.
No.
We've gotten some really pretty ones. And in fact, it's actually inspired me to consider sending Christmas cards, which I normally don't do. But some of them have been really pretty. We've gotten some funny comments
Yep.
So
Actually,
we really do enjoy what you send us. Let's see. We will be giving away a TWSBI VAC 700. Yes, we're giving away
yep.
a TWSBI VAC. You get to choose between the sapphire, amber, or smoke, and your choice of nib. You also will receive a bottle of Schaefer Green ink and a bottle of Pelican 4001 red ink. It's about $100 value. Send in your winter holiday themed submission. It doesn't even have to be holiday. It can just be a sled or a forest with snow or something, anything you want. And just one entry per person, please. And then send it to
Anderson Pens Holiday Giveaway, P.O. Box 732, Appleton, Wisconsin 54912.
Awesome.
Anything else this week?
No, I think that's enough.
It covers it. Quick and short.
Yep.
Comments, suggestions for topics, use your pens. Write to us at Anderson Pens, P.O. Box 732, Appleton, Wisconsin 54912.
Or catch us online.
Email is brian@andersonpens.net.
Or Lisa at andersonpens.net.
You can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/AndersonPens.
We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/AndersonPens.
You can follow our blog, andersonpens.net/blog.
And of course, find us on the web, andersonpens.net.
Join our mailing list for advance notice of upcoming events or pre-orders. Thanks for listening to our podcast. We'll see you next week.